Hey guys, welcome back. Look, I always pick up your questions, comments in the comment section on YouTube specifically, and I answer them. Here I'm going to answer 3 more to J2 Shoes2, Apurva Solvent 5245B, and this last name I can't read it because I think it's in Russian language. Okay, but when I read the question, he'll be able to, or she'll be able to get it. All right, guys, show real fast. Okay, welcome back. So let me get to the questions. J2 Shoes2 says, by law, they're allowed to delay by 1 year only. I think I said that. And then that person says, rubbish. She's very angry, or he's angry. The Dubai Lagoons project was estimated time of arrival, ETA, was 2011, but nothing's been built yet, 10 years delay. Wow, only in Dubai. And then he says something else as well. Okay, check this out, guys. Here's the thing. A lot of projects that were launched before or prior to 2008, when RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Agency, was not in place. And you got to remember, Dubai's market is 23 years old. Stuff that happened between 2003 to 2007, 2008, sometimes, in some cases, was not fully... the regulations were not in place, and kind of foreign developers took advantage of that. But the Dubai government and the Real Estate Regulatory Agency thereafter have done their ultimate best to protect the investors. Okay, so yes, this is one of those projects that was launched much before. But it's not true that nothing's been built yet. There's a lot of building over there, and I suspect and I hope that within this cycle, perhaps something's going to come off it and they're going to complete that, okay? But at the same time, I want to tell people, because at that time, we got a lot of investors coming to me and asking me if I could sell or their properties that were stuck. And, in the last cycle, when the prices were going up, there was an opportunity to sell, but people did not sell, right? Now, I'm not in favor of selling something where you absolutely are aware and know that the project's completely defaulted, nothing's going to come off it, because essentially you're selling something that you already know is bad to the new buyer. Or if you want to sell it, you got to explain to him the current situation and the current project. That's how I would sell it. But at that time, I'm talking about 4 or 5 years ago, the developer was working very hard, raising money from the market to actually finish the project. I don't know currently what's the status, but look, I hope, I pray that within this cycle, with this current positive sentiment in the market, that project's going to get completed. But as soon as that does start happening, I'd still advise people if they should seriously consider their options, which is to sell or to hold and so on and so forth, okay? And then of course, customized advice would be specific to everybody, right? Sometimes in some projects, you might have to lose money to just gain money, right? To be able to, you sell at a loss, but then you invest it somewhere else and then you make more money. Apurva Solvent says, hello, I'm planning on investing in real estate in Dubai. I have lots of questions. I also have some doubts which I need to clear. If we could have talked one-on-one, it would be so much helpful. So Apurva, what I do is there is a number, mobile number. That's one of the ways to reach out to me. It comes through a WhatsApp. There is a form that you can fill to reach out to me. Generally speaking, and I'll be very upfront, I'll tell you what we do. A lot of times I'm answering, and of course, if you had put some questions here, maybe I would have been able to answer. A lot of my times I'm answering questions on YouTube exactly to clear doubts, give people insight, give them knowledge, give them the confidence to be able to invest in the Dubai market. That's number one. If you want to one-on-one help, okay, we run something called the Real Estate Strategy Development Session. We answer all your questions, we answer all your doubts, we help you understand your personal profile, your financial profile, and then help you build a solid plan to be able to invest in the market. We charge for that service. It's not free because it's done one-on-one. It's either done over Zoom. If you're outside, not in the country, or we do it in person if you're in the country. So look, reach out to us. If you want, we can run one of those sessions for you. We'd be happy to do that, okay? This is another question by, so I can't pronounce the name, but it looks like Ahpen, Ahapen, but I think it's the Russian letters. Thank you for sharing such information. Could you please make a video for the best investment strategies that work well in the Dubai market? Okay. Thank you for sharing such information. Could you please make a video for the best investment strategies that work well in the Dubai market? Okay, here's the thing, okay? Best investment strategy is just different for everybody, right? One thing that you need to understand is, you know, investment in real estate in Dubai or anywhere else in the world, a lot of people are looking for one size fits all or one solution for everybody. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen, right? So currently in the Dubai market, you know, let's say short-term rentals are going to do very well because Expo 2020, once the world starts traveling, they're bringing in, you know, vaccinations so people can travel and stuff like that. Dubai, I believe, is going to see large number of tourists. Every tourist doesn't want to go and live in a hotel. They'll live in a short-term rental area. So it just depends on what your situation is. It depends on how much money you have to deploy, what the current situation is in the market. It depends on the developer situation. Like, for example, recently one of the bigger developers, they had excess inventory, ready stock, for which they give amazing payment plans where the last payment was essentially 50% of the apartment price, which you pay about 3 years later. So just to explain this to you, most developers, when they're giving you a payment plan for 3 years, and if you divide this year 1, year 2, and year 3, let's say they're giving you a post handover PHPP after you get the key, most of the developers will try to take about, let's say about 50% in year 1, then about 30% from you in year 2, and then the balance 20% in year 3. But in this scenario, essentially speaking, over year 1 and 2, actually not even over year 1 and 2, in fact, all throughout till the last payment of year 3, the developer was taking 50% from you, and then the last and final 50% payment was right at the end over here. So in that scenario, you know, considering how the market's playing out, if the prices had gone up, right? If the prices had gone up here, essentially speaking, right at the end, you're paying very less, especially if you need bank help, right? So as I said, you know, long-term reals, short-term rentals, all of that, it depends on what's going to work for you. One thing I would say is always consider what is the value you can add to the real estate that will help you. I'll give you a mega example, okay? Somebody said, I saw this example online, but what somebody did was they actually purchased a large amount of land, okay? This is what they did, okay? This was the airport, okay? This is a landing strip, okay, for planes to come in, okay? And they purchased a large amount of land over here, which was rural, for about $20 million, okay? They then sat for 6 years applying for permits to create a community here, okay? And after 6 years, when they got the permissions and they reevaluated that land, the value was $210 million, okay? Essentially speaking, those 6 years is the value that they added. This is on a massive scale, but the same things can apply on a small scale as well, right? What is short-term rental? Everybody is looking at purchasing apartments and just leasing them out. What does a short-term rental person do? You purchase in a good place, good location, put some good furniture in, give some good service, etc., so that what you're doing is people, when they move in, are going to be able to save money on the hotel and then be able to pay you more, right? So if you have, I have 1 million keys around the world, in short-term rentals, that's better than having million apartments, right? But I have to add but I'm adding the value to make sure that they're running at optimum. So same thing applies to you, right? It's not a one-size-fits-all. You got to get down to the nitty-gritty and understand what works for you in the long term. All right, ciao for now.
Okay guys, so thanks for watching. My name again is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007 I've been doing this in Dubai. I generally talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial bliss coming to us. If you want to work with me, such as buy a property in Dubai, or you need general advice, you can hit me up on in the contact form below. If you've liked this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, press the bell icon, and hit the like button and share it with other friends. Ciao for now.